Another week and it all starts again, and I've got 10 miles on the board to start with, which is always nice to get some early miles on the board. 7:52 pace, undulating course, just taking it easy. This week just going to go for easy runs, trying to get back up to 50-mile weeks. I know I obviously didn't do the 10k time trial, so I'm going to continue, maybe going back to 80-20, but let's say this week just taking it easy, because during the 10k time trial picked up a couple of little niggles here and there, but that's always the way, especially as a masters runner. You need to be careful on intervals. I think realistically anything from kind of 1,000 down, you're probably increasing the chances of picking up an injury or a niggle. But from experience, when I did the track sessions, probably getting on for a year ago now, anything under 400 and I was picking up injuries left, right and centre. So obviously when I was doing them, I took a decision not to do anything under 400, and that seemed to have worked. So I just think you just need to be careful when doing intervals. I think you can still get just as much results by doing threshold runs and tempo runs if you're doing the 80-20, because on my previous videos we are building that aerobic engine, and me this week just doing easy runs, trying to get up to 50 miles, trying to obviously iron out any niggles that I have, because I didn't really pick up any before in 9 months, but since I've been doing the intervals, I picked them up. So hopefully I can iron those out, building that aerobic engine. We'll be doing the 10k time trial in a few weeks, or I could be doing the race against Chris first, which is the 3k time trial, which I announced on Wednesday. So all in all, good start to the week. It's always great to get some miles on the board, and I hope you have a good week as well. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. It's so refreshing not to be on an actual training plan, just to be out there, just running free, not worrying about the time, just taking it easy. Did the same run as I did yesterday, which was 10 miles, undulating, a little bit quicker today, 7:43 pace, and it's just refreshing just to just get out there, just run, not push it, not be struggling towards the end. So I just think it's it is a good time of year to be doing that, not necessarily worrying about the speed work, or if you are just doing 10-20% of speed work. So tomorrow will just be an easy short run. We'll probably do some YouTube filming, some flybys for the start of this video, because if I was to do another long run tomorrow, that's it'd probably be too taxing on the body to do 30 miles in 3 days. So I'll probably just keep it to 4 or 5 miles tomorrow. I think the weather's going to be okay, so let's roll on tomorrow. Cheers. Today was a recovery day, just to flush out the legs from yesterday and the day before's 10. All this run has to be is just a gentle run. It was 8:06 pace, 2.5 miles, and it's just literally just flushing out the lactic in the legs. Just needs to do a couple miles really, because then I'll be good to go tomorrow. So let's roll on tomorrow. So just back from my run, feeling great today. Just kept it easy, but what I like to call relaxed, which is in between easy and kind of medium pace. Managed to run 11.75 miles, I nearly forgot then, at 7:23 pace, so not too taxing. It was difficult in places because the wind's quite strong once it gusts up, and the temperature's dropped off a bit, so it's like 7 degrees now, but more than happy with that. On for 50 miles this week, which is fantastic. So everything's going to plan, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. Just back from today's run, very easy run, because I've done a reasonable amount of mileage this week. I was just doing some flyby shots, kind of slow-mo shots for next Wednesday's video, which is a good one, so stay tuned for that. And it will leave me probably a half marathon to do tomorrow to finish off the 50 miles. So to be honest, my body's feeling fine now that I've increased the mileage. Obviously I was on around about 40 before doing the interval, so the intensity was probably higher, but all in all, body's doing well, loving running at the moment, and let's roll on tomorrow and the weekend. Speak to you then. I was just back from today's run, was planning to do a half marathon, felt like sank a bit quicker this morning, so had in my head kind of 6:50 to 7. I managed to run that 6:40 pace. It goes back 5 miles, and I don't know, it just felt the rest of the miles that I had in my legs from the beginning of the week. So I decided to just run 10k at that pace. It wasn't the smartest idea because I haven't done a 50-mile week in probably 2 months. So it wasn't the best idea, but the most important thing is listening to your body. So I run that in around about 43 minutes, I think it was 6:45 average for 10k, and then run the remainder home, which was about 5.25, but I'd done a mile warm-up, so I ended on 50 miles for the week, so I'm more than chuffed with that. Also, look what turned up. So I managed to get these off the Nike website. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. These are the Wild Horse 6 trail shoes. So I managed to get them for 48 quid, so it's a bit of a bargain, reduced to 105, because Nike's currently got a sale on. Fortunately it's only in the UK. It's a sale on their sale items with the code BRIGHT30, which is all in capital letters and the number 30, and you can save yourself an extra 30 quid off the sale price. So I managed to get myself some Pegasus 37s, ordered 2 pairs, and they were £51 each, so I couldn't go wrong, because I need some shoes because my turbos I've got about 500 to 600 miles in, and I wanted something with just a little bit more grip going into winter and the leaves, so they seemed ideal. A bit of a Marmite shoe on some of the reviews, some people love them, some people don't, so I will try and get a review on both of them, the kind of first runs and my views on them, which would be weird on the Pegasus because I've never actually owned a standard pair of Pegasus. I've always owned like the turbos or the Zoom Fly, so it'd be a bit of a different experience for me going backwards, and it'd be nice to try out the kind of AirPods in the 37, so I should hopefully get them kind of midweek, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, because I did order them last week. And one thing I also wanted to ask is, obviously going forward with the channel, let me know in the comments what you would like to see, or what would you like me to kind of teach you or tell you. Just some ideas really. I just want some help from you guys, kind of the direction of the channel. Are you happy the way that everything is, or do you want me to upload different content? I know it's still difficult without any races, and I'm only allowed to run with one other person, so still quite limited of what I can do. But the only other thing that's coming up, which is the race with Chris. Here we are running the 3k Chaser race, so that should be fun. We just got to get him to 3,000 subscribers, so subscribe to his channel up there. I think he's only got about 10 or 15 to go. That to start the blowing the leaves now while I'm talking, didn't they? But I'm in my garden, I suppose. So yeah, so please subscribe to his channel, get him to 3,000, and then we can get the race maybe next weekend or the weekend after. So I hope you've had a really good week. Let me know in the comments, and as per usual, I'll speak to you next week. Cheers.